Welcome, everybody, to the podcast. First episode of the podcast with me and Killian. It's actually Christmas Day, so it's a special episode. We're just going to get into everything we want to talk about. We've been planning on this for a couple of months now, but busy and stuff, so we just haven't been arsed. But anyways, what's crack?
Yeah, not too bad now. And yourself, all good, yeah?
Everything's good, yeah. Christmas Day.
Yeah, sure. What more could you want, like, you know what I mean?
Fortunately, not a white Christmas, but, you know.
Yeah, like,
what
even looking outside there, like, it's okay day, you know, it's not raining or anything like that. Like, the worst thing is the rain, you know, you don't want the rain.
So today we're going to be talking about a few topics. We're going to have 2 guests on, maybe 3, maybe more than that, depending on who shows up. But first of all, we're just gonna talk to each other. Like, it's just gonna be a bit of conversation.
Yeah, just nice, casual kind of.
And then
keep it up, you know.
I'm gonna talk a bit about nutrition and exercise, diet, and then we're gonna have Conor John in, talk about the World Cup. You know, Argentina's glorious win, Messi's World Cup. You know, he's completed the rack now. He has everything he could have won. And then we're gonna talk to Eric Burke about bodybuilding.
That'll be an exciting one. You look forward to that one, to be fair.
He's gonna touch on the Mr. Olympia Championship that just went ahead. Seaboom's 4th consecutive dub, and then we might have H. Ron on. He's a famous DJ in the area, you know. We might just go through the lineup for EP or something next year, you know. Give us his opinions. But anyways, let's get into it. Throw me this fucking mic. Right. So how have you been?
All good, yeah. Just finished the exams there this week, so obviously on Christmas holidays out for 2 weeks, so
yeah.
Loads of plans coming up. Obviously, hopefully a couple of podcast episodes. We obviously announced it about 6 months ago, I'd say.
Yeah.
And we just haven't
End of summer anyways.
Yeah, we haven't really gotten into it. Obviously because the exams and stuff like that, busy year, so we don't really get time to be doing that stuff.
No, not at all. You know, we have our own hobbies at work and stuff as well.
Yeah, like flat out and work and stuff, so
it's a rare occasion to get you and me in the same place that isn't Killashee, do you know what I mean? So,
yeah. It's like a once a year meet up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it would be some pain in the arse to get to yours or mine to record these, but anyways.
But I'm looking forward now to hopefully a few episodes a month maybe, but
yeah,
definitely as the summer comes along.
Yeah, definitely in summer anyways, you know, be busy next couple of months.
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
You know, we have mocks coming up and stuff like that. But
yeah.
We won't talk about that.
Look, I'll ask you, what was your take with the World Cup? What do you think about it?
Well, I had Argentina from the start. You know,
really?
We had a bet down with the lads at school, so I got that money. It was a bit of a lucky draw. Like,
what did you get, like 50 quid or something?
Yeah, I got 50 quid. And I wanted Argentina to win because I just wanted Messi to win his World Cup.
Messi do it, yeah.
You know, I've always said he was the GOAT, always better than Ronaldo, and now everyone is finally seeing that.
Yeah,
because
it's not even a question anymore.
No,
you know what I mean?
It's clear now. And to have some older people saying like Maradona and all are still in that question, but I just think Messi's just clear. He's just honestly so clear.
Yeah, no.
Fair play to France.
Yeah, France.
Honestly,
gave a good
think
game.
They would have gone that far because of the winners' curse in the World Cup. You know, they always go out in the groups.
Yeah.
And I just didn't see them. They weren't that good. Like, they'd lost a couple of matches in the past couple of past 2 years. They just didn't look great.
Like, Antoine Griezmann impressed me a lot, to be fair.
Oh, he was class.
He did well right up to the final, and then I don't know, he got injured or something in the final. I don't know really what happened, but
no, he just didn't do well. McAllister clocked it out, to be honest.
Yeah. But obviously it was good to have Messi lifting that cup. It was pretty special.
Yeah. Mbappe with a hat-trick though, it was quite
like, it's kind of hard saying that Mbappe isn't going to win something if he scored a hat-trick in the home, you know what I mean?
He'll win the next one, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously, in order for those footballers to be playing well, they have to be eating well, don't they? So nutrition is key.
Nutrition is key. We'll get into that anyway.
Yeah, we'll get into nutrition.
So I've studied nutrition in DCU for 4 years, completing the masters there now, and I'm just going to talk to you about.
Look, we have a few products here. We're going to show you
how to build muscle, lose fat. So
at the same time, it's called body recomposition.
So I'll just get into the basics first. So in order to build muscle, you have to be eating in a calorie surplus. So that basically means you're eating more calories than your body burns in a day. So you can find that out by looking up a calorie calculator, putting in your details like your body weight and your height, and then figuring that out. And then you ideally want to be eating at least 300 to 500 calories more. I know some people like myself eat about 800 to 1,000 calories more than your daily burn. So you have to be eating that. You have to be eating a gram of protein, to 1.3 grams of protein per pound body weight. So you have to
So,
look up
like-
body weight in pounds.
Like, in terms
find
of
that out.
how many grams a day would that be?
So say for me, I'm about 72 kilos. So in pounds, that's about 160 pounds, something like that. So I have to be eating about 160 grams of protein at least per day. But I usually go for more. I usually get around the 200 mark.
Yeah,
That's protein.
just to top it off.
And that can be hard for some people. So that's why you
Yeah.
bring in stuff like this protein powder. Do you know, this has 20 grams of protein for only 100 calories. So it's very, very good. You pair
Pretty
that with
good, yeah.
milk. You can get clear versions if you want to pair it with water for less calories and all this stuff. And it just helps you get protein in during the day, because you can't always be eating like these protein dense meals like chicken, stuff like that. They're filled with protein, but like you get sick of it, you can't eat it sometimes. So they're great.
On the go as well.
Most researched product on the market, so it's easy to use. And then here you have the secret ingredient. You have creatine,
Yeah.
micronized creatine. So this essentially, it just helps you grow muscle it helps you to retain water in your muscles. It helps you to fix the electron bond in your muscles, so you have more energy. So you can go for longer, you can lift heavier weights. You might not really notice the results, but trust me, they are there. So you take about 5 grams of this per day. You can put it in your protein powders, and it's just great. It's just great for the muscle.
So, like, would you mix that in with like a shake or something, or?
You can have it, yeah, pretty much. Sometimes I just fucking dry scoop it and drink it when I'm not bothered to make a shake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can put it in like a smoothie. You can put it in a shake. You can put it in your porridge. Mix it up. You won't taste it because it's unflavored. You can get flavored if you want though as well. You can put it in water. It doesn't taste great though.
Yeah.
Like it is unflavored, but there's still a bad taste to it. So, but you can have it in protein shakes, normal smoothies, whatever you want really. And yeah, it's a great product, amazing product. You can take it in pill version as well, but I don't like that because you have to take like 6 of them. It's fucking awful.
Yeah.
But anyways,
But that's pure DCU knowledge there.
some people tell you that
4 years.
Some people tell you that it's not good for you. They say it causes hair loss and all this shit. It's false. As long you can get a few disadvantages to it, but as long as you're drinking enough water, so about 2 to 3 liters a day, it's fine. It's completely safe.
Scratch, yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, very good.
that's that.
So, if you're looking to keep in shape, Stephen's the lad to get onto there. Seems to know everything about it. So now we're actually going to move on to proper World Cup talk. And we're going to call in our next guest, which is Connor John. So Connor John's going to come in now. Just for the next
a round of
part.
applause, will you?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Welcome to the podcast, mate.
How's it going?
First
Well,
time
mate,
on.
how are things?
Lovely to be here.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
So,
give us your take on this amazing final here last Sunday.
It was unreal. It was magical. Probably the best.
you were there
World Cup
yourself,
final.
weren't you?
Yeah, I actually was. I was in a nice box, which was great.
In the stadium, yeah. It was
Yeah.
class
It's a
place.
lovely stadium. Very
really,
warm,
yeah.
very warm.
Yeah, I'd say so. Was there like air conditioning and stuff there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good, yeah.
Handed out champagnes as well, I heard.
Yeah, I saw Robbie Keane and all was there. Did you see him there?
Yeah, I met him actually, got a picture with him and everything. Yeah.
All the Ronaldinho, all the boys were there, so seemed like great crack.
Yeah, so give us your analysis on the final then. Were you happy with the win?
Yeah, I was over the moon. I was just the way that Argentina were pressing so hard in the first half was just unreal. And yeah, great final. Great way to end it.
What was your reaction when Mbappe scored that second goal right after the penalty, to get it 2-2?
Tears, honestly, it was unbelievable. I didn't believe it, but it happened.
Yeah, to be honest, I was watching the game, a bit of the game, and kind of knew Argentina was going to win it after a bit because they were just dominating the game, really.
Yeah, they were all over them.
And then I don't know what happened really. Mbappe just came out with shell or
Just
something
masterclass, like, to be
and
honest.
just did what he
It's
did.
basically Argentina versus Mbappe.
Yeah,
France weren't involved.
but if they had Matuidi and Kante and all the boys, maybe they might have they might have actually went on and won it. But who knows? Who knows
So,
really?
give us your overall analysis of the whole tournament.
So yeah, give us your player of the tournament, team of the tournament, if you can, and
Dark horse,
yeah.
all this sort of.
So who's your player of the tournament?
Obviously, my team of the tournament is the winners, Argentina. I thought they were
Yeah.
great in every game other than the Saudi Arabia match.
Personally, I'd say Morocco just because they got to the semis.
I think that they'd be my dark horse.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Oh,
expecting
yeah,
them to get that far, but they were unreal. For me, my player of the tournament, obviously you think Lionel Messi, but for me I think Cody Gakpo.
Yeah,
from the
fair.
Netherlands.
He did pretty well.
He
Yeah.
did very well in those matches, and you weren't really expecting it because he's very young. But he did very well.
So you could say he's the young player in the tournament.
Yeah,
Because
I think
I'd say
he
Messi.
deserves.
Messi's just clear.
Yeah, see, we don't want to give too obvious answers either.
Like
Yeah, but Messi
you know,
did
you know
deserve
Mbappe. You know he had the most goals by one. Messi following behind him, but just Messi just controlled each game, especially in the latter stages of the tournament, like the Netherlands matches, like and that Croatian match was just a match class. Like they couldn't touch him.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
yeah,
why personally, Messi, and then I understand Gakpo, but it's just I think he's young. I'd say just put him in the young player tournament. You know.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And do you think like the way the tournament was run out in Doha, obviously because you're out there, like fan zones and stuff, like how was the experience there? Yeah, so
It was very mixed, you know. Fans were at each other quite a lot. Like
Yeah, yeah.
after the Uruguay and Ghana match, there was a few
yeah,
words being said.
yeah.
I was actually at that match, and it was
Poor Suarez. Yeah.
honestly, it was great to see the fans like really passionate. But yeah, it was very mixed with different.
Too violent. It's
Yeah,
And obviously the English fans get this kind of like stereotype that they like go mad and all this kind of jazz, you know. So what were they like out there?
to be honest, they weren't too crazy. To be honest, I thought from past that they'd be drinking everywhere, but obviously there's no drink allowed there
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
But they weren't too. They were obviously very passionate, but there was other countries' fans that were a lot louder.
What were the Americans like? You mean
Americans are just
Cringy,
typical, like what you
Yeah.
think with their terrible chants
don't
and
care
all
about
that,
basketball, you know.
calling it soccer and everything, like
Yeah.
Just get out of that.
Yeah. And obviously the infrastructure they had to do to build up the World Cup essentially. What was your experience of that? Like, was it trains, like metros and stuff like that?
very warm, very packed as well with fans.
Really, yeah.
Obviously not very spacious, but you got the job done. You got from where you needed to be to the.
Yeah, like if you think about it, like it might just be a desolate place now for a while because no one's going to be there
Yeah.
unless they start building up the tourism industry there.
Some of the stadiums have already come down, like, you know.
Yeah, but overall, what would you give the out of 10? What would you give the World Cup kind of rating? If that makes sense. In terms of location and how it was run.
Location, obviously, it was a very warm country. Stadiums were very beautiful, but a lot of controversy behind each stadium being built. But the football was great. The fans were very passionate. So, personally, for me, I'd give it around 7 or an 8.
Very
Very
good,
good,
yeah. And obviously with the next World Cup now coming up in 3 countries, America, Canada and Mexico. Surely going to be an exciting one now in 4 years, you think, yeah?
I think that's going to be a great one, to be honest. The little fact is that the highest attended World Cup ever by fans was America in, I don't know, 1990 or something like that. But yeah, because it's just a huge place, you know, big stadiums like those
NFL
MLB
stadiums.
stadiums,
Yeah, yeah,
those
yeah.
NFL stadiums. They're massive. Everything's like advertised over there, do you know. So personally, if I was going to that, I'd definitely stick to the America side because there's only 3 stadiums in Mexico, probably something similar in Canada, and like you can't if you want to get to 2 or 3 matches, like you can't really travel that well.
Yeah, no.
You know, long flights and all that stuff.
I'm thinking of going, so I'd probably base myself in America, definitely.
Yeah.
Somewhere, not sure where. Depends where the most concentrated stadiums are. You know, in the area. Go to as much games as you can.
Exactly.
That'd be kind of the aim.
See all the sites there.
So that's an exciting one. I'd say France will be in the mix again at that time. I don't know if Messi will be still playing or not.
You could have Mbappe's little brother. What's his name?
Ethan.
Ethan, yeah.
Could be playing in that one.
Yeah.
He's training with the
Yeah, but
PSG's first team.
It'd be what? It'd be 19, 20 at that time.
He's 15 now, so
Maybe 16.
well, yeah, he'll be around 19, 20s. So
Same-
Mbappe would
same
be
as
like,
Mbappe.
Yeah.
he'll be what, like 27 around that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what, we'll turn the conversation on ahead for a minute. We'll go to Messi, right? I'll go to his PSG kind of situation. And we heard news there on Wednesday that he might be signing a new deal. What's your take on that, boys?
To be honest, it's probably the right decision because there's nowhere else that will really take him. Do you know?
It's getting paid well there and advertised well, I suppose. Isn't it?
They work well now. Like they're still not the best team. Like they definitely underperform. Like with the caliber they have. But I don't think anyone else would get him. Like funds wise,
Yeah.
team wise, like
Barca could attempt, but they don't have the funds.
what you could see in the mixture now is that, like, say for the likes of Ronaldo, he's moving away from United as we presume. Like no one really wants to take him. That's why he's going to like a Saudi Arabia club or something. Because he's what 37, like. But Messi's only a year younger, 36, and you can see the quality he still has. So you can't really say that no teams would want him, because like who the fuck wouldn't? He's just after winning a World Cup, just carrying Argentina basically, and so it's just kind of funds wise and like how he'd suit to a team.
Yeah,
now,
even just
rather than age.
the kind of leadership for the younger lads would definitely be
Yeah,
beneficial.
how I see it is like, obviously Messi, he is old, like 35, 36. But I could see him playing in Europe for another few years. As in Ronaldo, obviously he terminated his contract with United, and obviously he might be moving to a Saudi Arabian team. I don't think he could start in any European club at the
Really?
minute, because maybe obviously like one of the smaller clubs,
Maybe like Benfica or something.
yeah, like somewhere like that he might be able to, but not in, I don't think any team in Premier League he would
Yeah.
do well for it, because he's just too old now and
Yeah.
time's kind of catching up to him.
Exactly, yeah. So I suppose, Messi still has a few years left. Ronaldo, I don't really know what the situation is there.
I wouldn't say so.
Still a bit all over the shop. I think it's the perfect time now to call in another guest, which is Eric Burke, and he's going to be talking to us about kind of, gym and stuff like that, more kind of exercise science kind of stuff. But so we're going to get him over this side, and kind of John, you're going to just slide over here.
Yeah,
So we have all four guests in here now.
Welcome, mate.
Very welcome. So it's great to have you here. Finally, we have another guy with loads of knowledge based on this kind of stuff. So Eric, just give us your experience so far in life, if you can.
Just introduce yourself. Like.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously you've been doing this for a few years now. So what's your kind of experience on that?
Do what?
Weightlifting and all that kind of jazz.
Well, it's been a hell of a journey, dedication,
Yeah.
all that.
Like give us like a rough plan, like a weekly plan. What would you be doing? Like how many training sessions? Stuff like that?
So the mentality is you have to have 8 days a week, normally, and then you full blown at 8 days a week.
There's 8 days a week.
7 days a week, same thing, and you just need no rest days. And no rest days at all. Like they're not. You shouldn't be doing them.
Okay. And what's the reason behind that?
Well, when you sleep, if you get your recommended 5 hours sleep, like
I don't know about that, to be honest. I think it's 8 or 9.
Yeah, around it.
It's 9
Yeah, I think it's a bit more than 5.
I don't know what.
but around that, it's enough to recover your body, and you just be eating the protein, the creatine, the chicken, all of your proteins, and to get it done.
Okay. And what sort of exercise would you do? What bicep curls? Like what's the kind of exercise?
Well, like, for what muscle would you be saying? Because like
Give us your split.
Yeah.
Give us your weekly split.
split. Well, I'm a push pull legs person. Focus on push. You'd be pushing, pulling legs, doing your legs, and yeah, do that consistently over the week.
What gym do you train with?
Yeah.
So I go to the gym in Newbridge.
Is that a good gym?
I don't know, but it's pretty. It's
alright.
It's alright.
It's good. Yeah.
It's decent.
Okay.
Few roid heads in there though.
And would you have any further final tips for anybody who's kind of trying to?
Well, I think
No.
that the gym just changes everyone's life. Everyone in there is a new person when they go out, and I think everyone should just go and experience like the life, the social, the air, the water, everything in the gym is just perfect. So I think everyone should just go there and get a membership.
Nice. Okay. So we'll just ask a few questions on the World Cup as well, because it's an interesting topic. Obviously, because it comes around every 4 years, so we only get 4 years to talk about it. Once every 4 years. So who did you have kind of as your prediction first as a team, and were you happy with Argentina in the end as well?
So first of all, I thought Germany was going to win.
Germany.
They were a team.
Hot take.
Their kit is pretty nice. When
Has nothing to do with their performance.
when I saw their kit, I was like, I mean, that's just the kit to win, and I was obviously very disappointed. The group stage, you're not expecting it from a high caliber team like Germany.
Like, who did they go out to? Japan,
It was-
Spain.
Yeah,
Costa
Japan
Rica as
and
well.
Costa
They
Rica.
done that.
These average teams, like they shouldn't be knocking out this powerhouse that is Germany.
Okay, why exactly do you call them powerhouse? Like, what's going on in their country or whatever that's making them have a good team?
Well, like they do have the history, and the history kind of drives them to be better.
I think one factor in Germany team is that they have something like 10 or 12 like attacking players. The amount of formations they could go with, and like they could have a full Bayern Munich lineup like from four. Like,
Yeah.
the chemistry there should be unbeatable, but they clearly didn't.
I just don't
produce.
think. I think the quality they have in attack just overpowers the quality in defense, because obviously Manuel Neuer, he's quite old, but he is very good.
Still a good player. Like,
But I just don't think their defense is strong enough.
They never really had a good defense, did they? Well,
Because
because Philip Lahm.
If you think of German defenders, you can't think of many players that comes to mind. Like obviously Rudiger, but
yeah,
you know
Well,
he
it's all
can't.
good man defense.
He can't just do everything.
yeah. And in regards to Argentina's win, what was your impression of that?
Argentina, yeah. So great team. I thought France was going to win that final. It was a very tight final. 3-3 penalties, but I think Mbappe should have won. His team let him down, I think, and but I'm happy for Messi. He's the GOAT, and yeah.
Okay, I'm ask you as well. What was your player tournament, team tournament, and your dark horse, please?
So player tournament, Mbappe, clear one, top goal scorer. Just to do it back to back, like he always did that top goal scorer in 2018, but got young player of the tournament. So just overall brilliant player, has to be the best player of the tournament for me. And what's the next question?
Team of the tournament.
Team of the tournament. Morocco, I'd say. They worked as a team to get to the top, and it's just a bit unfortunate that they had to land at the fourth place.
And who was your dark horse as well?
Dark horse, Germany, because
No, you had the most
You
prediction.
can't make Germany. They didn't get far.
Germany, they were pretty dark, and they kind of disappointed me. So.
I think Japan will be in another
Yeah,
shout
that's a
for
shout.
dark
That's
horse.
Croatian there as well.
And
I don't
to
think
be honest-
I expected.
I'm kind of fascinated on what you think about Martinez's antics after the football match in the final. What's your view on that? The fact that he was mocking Mbappe and stuff like that.
You mean Martinez?
Yeah.
Yeah, take a season. Well, yeah. So, I mean, he won the trophy, so give him the respect. Like he saved about 5 penalties that whole tournament. So, I think he's the goalkeeper of the tournament for me.
Yeah, I'd say definitely. Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with that. I just don't think there's any other than the Croatian goalkeeper. He might have. I think that was a bit of just them two, like just another level of the others. But I think he just takes it because there's a lot of penalty saves, and they're very important to get into the trophy. So
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Okay. Moving away from World Cup, I think we should focus on maybe the Champions League, Premier League, like who's going to win the different cups and stuff like that. So start the Champions League. Obviously, we're coming into it's around 16 now, I think. Then goes on to the quarterfinals. Big tie there. Obviously, PSG and Bayern Munich. That'll be a big game.
And Real Madrid and Liverpool as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So,
That's got a bit of history behind it.
what's your kind of like? Who would you be putting there as the winner for that Champions League?
Personally, I think Man City.
Oh, we can't forget about them.
I agree with
They
that.
have an easy match. I think I don't know, is it Lyon or some shit like that. So I think that they're going to get through. I just don't think if Haaland still has that form that he had going into the international break. I just don't see anyone stopping him already. Liverpool just aren't on it. They haven't been all season. Real Madrid, I think will probably beat them if they don't play well at all.
Yeah.
We have a lot of injuries as well. So obviously, I'd like Liverpool to get through, but I just don't see it happening. Bayern Munich, PSG. I think with Messi's form, the PSG should get it. They move on, whatever. But overall, I think Man City will probably win. Just Haaland is he's just unstoppable, really. So yeah.
And Conor John, for the Premier League, who do you think is going to lift that one this year?
I think it'll be Man City as well.
Yeah.
I just don't see any team being able to stop Kevin De Bruyne and Haaland link up.
Like, we do have Arsenal in the mix. What do you think of that?
They're doing well at the minute, but I just don't think they have that quality to keep that going on.
I think Jesus is out as well for a bit, so
Sure, he started off well, but you haven't really heard of him for the last while. And obviously,
Yeah.
Chelsea and Liverpool outside like the top 5, I think it is. So they're just off it. Liverpool might be lucky to get Champions League next year.
yeah.
But I also think Man United, they're never that good enough, to challenge Man City. And obviously Newcastle are doing well at the minute, but they won't. There's no chance they go win it. I think City have it.
So we could have two cities, winning the trophy there.
Unfortunately, yeah.
And Eric, I'll ask you a question as well. Like, in regards to the Europa League, you have a big tie there, Barca and Man United coming up. What do you think's going to be the outcome of that, and who will end up winning the thing?
I want Barcelona to win. Good side, Lewandowski, Iniesta. I meant Gavi, but but I think Man City or Man United would take that. They always have an edge in those type of games.
Do they?
That's right.
I think they do. You look into this game before the game even happens, and you see Man United winning. I don't see there's a way Barcelona can work around that United way of playing. That Rashford, that Anthony, that Martial, that link up front. It's just too strong, and I feel like the skill between them and like the shot power, it's unstoppable.
Okay, well, that's kind of the football roundup anyway. So I'll leave it kind of open to you guys what you want to talk about. If any questions you have there, no problem ask.
I heard Eric's a big gamer, so I'm gonna get his thoughts on the game of the year for him.
Yeah, game of the year, obviously.
Coming to the end of
This day next week will be 2023. So what do you think?
Game of the year, last 5 years, has to be Fortnite.
Yeah.
What's your thought on that?
Yeah,
I don't think you can argue with
I
that.
fully agree. Fortnite's just an amazing game. It's never even been bad. It's always been top quality. Since day one.
Yeah.
They have a few collaborations and that now, so they make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Obviously, FIFA's going to be changing next year, so that won't be the same. But yeah, I'm looking forward to 2023 as well. Any plans there for yourselves? Any goals you want to achieve?
Should finish the league, to be honest. These boys are finishing
TY,
their 6th class exams,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
pretty easy, like 1+1 kind of stuff.
And then hopefully be traveling and working and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, and
What's
hopefully,
your plans for traveling this year?
hopefully going to the Interrail and on the trains around Europe maybe, or else we might head over to Argentina, celebrate the World Cup win there because it was amazing for them, or head over to LA because that's just an amazing place. So GTA kind of place. That's what you want, really. What about yourself?
Not really clear at the moment. I'm going to Bulgaria.
Right.
July.
Very good, yeah.
Then probably Portugal or something. And then afterwards we head down south to Australia hopefully.
Yeah, that's a dream, yeah.
But yeah, not really fully planned out yet. Anyways.
So yeah, I think that's the end of our episode today. And I want to thank the guests, Eric Burke, Conor Rooney, Steve Rooney, for tuning into the podcast. And yeah, we'll see you next one.